courage on the outside, if not on the inside. Raise your hand if you're not really quite sure about this genetically modified food thing. If you're not really sure about it. Maybe you don't, it seems kind of fantastical, you're not really quite sure how that's even possible. Can I tell you, I was a biochemist for Monsanto working in the pilot plant that created the very first genetically modified foods. Genetically modified foods are because we took the DNA of a fungus and inserted it into your corn and your wheat. Now, when we were doing this as scientists, we believed that we were going to save the world from hunger. We're going to create a corn and a wheat that is immune from all blight. Now, you can't use the seeds to regrow. You have to buy new seeds all the time, but that wasn't what we were thinking about as scientists. This particular fungus is so aggressive, we took the DNA and stuck it in our corn and our wheat, that it would keep the blight from growing on the corn because it attacked everything, it defended from the inside out. Now, as a scientist, this fungus already naturally lives in your body. So we were thinking, we're not putting anything in your body that's not already there, so we're not hurting you. But we didn't think about the fact that this was such a highly aggressive fungus that when we're adding to the body what God already has there naturally, we're throwing God's body off balance. And the fungus is taking over our insides right now.
Leaky gut.
Yes.
Exploding gut.
This fungus attaches to the sides of your insides and eats its way out, which lets everything on the inside leak on the outside. It is one of the, I'm going to say, one of the major causes of cancer. No, this is one of the major cancers. Cancer is a fungus in most cases, and it's coming from your gut.
Would you want to say something about chemo?
One thing that you have to realize, and I really appreciate what KrisAnne is saying, but you realize that cancer, or the Rockefellers love cancer because, chemotherapy was based on poisonous gas that was used during World War I to kill people. They control the chemotherapy. They control most of the cancer treatments. The drugs that were developed that could actually cure cancer, most of them were holistic, were outlawed. So what you have right now is something that runs very, very, very deep. These people love cancer, okay?
Soda is probably one of the greatest poisons you can put in your body.
The second probably greatest poison, and Pastor Rodney referred to this before, is soy. Please. The soy, most of it is grown in the United States. It's all genetically modified. Please.
It has the fungus in it.
It can also, as Pastor told me one night, and I researched it, it's true, it also makes men more feminine.
It's an estrogen mimicker. So men get boobs. Some men have bigger boobs than their wife.
Milk will do that to you now too, because we've been injecting our cows with bovine growth hormone for so long. Our children are actually reaching puberty at a younger age. Women's bodies are fuller and curvier, and so are men's, because of the bovine growth hormone that comes in our stuff. It's true. We ingest bovine growth hormone. I was laughing when Pastor Deb was talking about killing the cows. I was like, people don't even know how much cow they actually have in them, but.
If you're an adult, don't drink milk.
Hey.
No, drink raw milk.
Yeah.
Drink raw milk from cows that are not fed hormones. That's why they make raw milk illegal, by the way.
And by the way, cows actually don't eat grain or corn. Right. Cows eat grass. So when you get a corn-fed steak, I've never, a cow eating corn. They eat grass. You want grass-fed.
What you eat, what it eats, you eat. And when your livestock is eating genetically modified corn and grains, you're ingesting that. When your plants are being fed chemical fertilizers and the areas are being treated with Roundup, you are eating that.
And it all goes back to the money. And this is what Pastor taught me in the beginning. When you're talking, who controls the milk industry? The Rockefellers. Every major dairy company throughout the world is owned by the Rockefellers. So.